Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we were discussing that how to approach this directed writing tasks. How we are going to write first paragraph, especially second and third paragraph, where we are going to do evaluation. So first of all, when you have two texts here, I'm not going to give you examples with the help of first or second text. We are just discussing all the things generally. Then I have other videos in which I have discussed the specific way of writing one or second paragraph. I'll be doing it in the future also, where we will be writing one or two directed writing tasks together. So for now, we just have to understand it that for evaluation, if we have two paragraphs here. These are two paragraphs. This is text A, this is text B. So basically what you are going to do, on one side there's one point of view, on the other side there's other point of view. So you have found one thing related to the advantages of mobile phones. You will underline that. This is second, this is third. You will underline like that, and then you will give it number also. This is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth. On the other side also you are going to underline all of them like this, and then you are going to give them numbers also. So at the end, what's gonna happen, that you have a few points like mark scheme in front of you. Definitely when you are doing your paper, you do not have mark scheme in front of you, so you have to make one for yourself. So you have 4 points here, you have 5 points. So now once you have these point here and you have these point, now you are going to base your directed writing task on these arguments only. And if you are in favor of text A, you are going to convince other people that this one is the right approach and they should reject the second one. So this is the way you are going to underline all the points and take them out. If you have enough time, you can write them separately. If you think that that is not appropriate and you just have 1 hour for this question, so there is no need to write them separately. Just underline them in the text. That is called selection of the text, and then after that write them in, after that give them numbers, and that's it. Then you can use them while writing the body of your text. In case of letters, emails and reports, write appropriate salutations and valediction. Now what are salutations? Salutation is the greeting that we use in the beginning, that is dear sir, comma. This is our salutation. In case of, if we are writing to our principal, if you are writing to a friend, you can simply write hi Ali, if the name of your friend is Ali, right? If that is a report, you can write to the principal. This is the way we write salutation. These greetings, the way we start our letter, that is called salutation. Next thing is valediction. Valediction. What is valediction? Valediction is sign off. Salutation is greeting and valediction is sign off. That means end of a letter. So valediction can be yours faithfully. Yours faithfully. That is valediction. In case of your friend, your valediction can be with love, and then your name after that. After yours faithfully, you are going to write your name. In case of an email, again salutation can be, if that is a formal email, salutation can be dear sir, and this can be simply regards or best regards. Usually in emails, we end our emails, or we give the valediction that we give in emails, that is regards or best regards or warm regards. So in letters, emails and reports, we are going to end them with proper salutations. Valedictions means greetings and sign-offs. Salutation is greeting and sign-off is valediction. After that, edit your essay make an idea of words and check it for grammar, spelling and punctuation errors. You know that you are going to be checked for accuracy or quality of your writing. If and what is the quality of your writing or what is the accuracy of your writing, that you can use, you can write correct English, you can write an English that is free of grammatical, spelling and punctuation errors. So that gives quality to your writing. So you have to edit your essay, and if you find somewhere, if you find some spelling mistakes, if there are some kind of missing, maybe there are some omissions, you might have not written a few words there, so you can just do one thing, that you can while editing your essay you can write those things. You can check your grammar mistakes, you can check your spelling mistakes and punctuation mistakes. Do not use capital letters carelessly. Now there is one more thing that students do, that when they are writing, they write capital letters to beautify their writing. Capital letter is a kind of a punctuation. If you write it carelessly, your marks will be deducted. So do not use capital letters carelessly. Capital letters is a punctuation and your marks will be deducted for wrong use. In directed writing task, you have to write 250 to 350 words, and do not go beyond the word limit, as it drags your topic and makes it bland, uninteresting and monotonous. If you, instead of writing 250 to 350 words, you write 450 words for a directed writing task, that means you are just repeating the points. You are just repeating the points again and again, and that will make your writing look monotonous and uninteresting. So you have to just stick to the word limit. Do not go beyond the word limit, because that won't help you with good grades. Now there is one more thing, and this is the last thing that we are going to discuss about direct writing tasks. Now, how to evaluate, how to do a directed writing task. First thing, after writing the introduction, we evaluate. So how to evaluate? How to evaluate? Read the, first thing is read the text. First of all, you are going to read the text. After that, get the general idea, general view of the writer's attitude. Just try to understand that whether the writer who is in text A or who is in text B, he is in favor of something, or he is generally, when he is saying that mobile phones should be allowed in class, and when he is saying that homework must not be given. So you have to just make an idea that the text is more aligned towards in favor of something, or it is against. So you have to just make a guess. In text A, you are going to have one opinion, and in text B you are going to have another opinion. So get the general idea that what is the writer's attitude. After that, read and underline important information, like I've told you earlier. Now write discursively. Judge and analyze both text. Create, judge means evaluate. First you will analyze, then you will evaluate both text and create your own material. After that, inshallah, we'll do this together again. While doing, I'll try to have all the directed writing tasks one by one. So judge and analyze both text and create your own material. So while reading, you have to ask yourself that what you think is correct. You are going to write, you can write your points there also. You must discuss both sides of the topic. Yes, that is another very important thing, that sometimes students think that okay, if we are in favor of text A, so we might have to write just points from text A. No, that's not the case. You have to discuss both. You have to discuss advantages and disadvantages both. You have to tell the audience that it has advantages and disadvantages both, but I prefer this. In my view, we should go for this A side or B side. Do not mention side A or side B or text A or text B in the text. Basically, I think we discussed this earlier, that there is no text A and text B while you are writing a letter or report. That is just a kind of a help that you are getting for yourself. Like you are talking to your parents, you are taking help from ChatGPT, you are taking help from Google, you are just conducting a research on something. That text is also a kind of a help. When you write a letter to your principal, you never write that I have taken help from text A or text B. So there must not be any mention of any text in your writing. So you just have to ask yourself that which text is that you agree with. Then paraphrase means that write whatever you are going to write, the points that you have underlined, you are going to write them in simple words by adding your own point of view. You can counter argue there, and then you can counter argue. Like if you have said that if you allow mobile phones in classes, that is going to be very bad for students because they might stay busy on the phone and they might hide it from the teacher, but they will remain busy with the with phone while staying inside the class, and that can become a very great source of distraction. So you are going to write this in your own way, and this is called argue discursively, that you have to give logical reasonings to adopt one argument and reject the other one. Endorse in your own words that once you have the points, you are going to write them in your own words. Give your own point of view. To persuade, convince the reader of your own point of view through logical reasoning. Argue your point, your case strongly, rather fight it out. So that means you don't just have to discuss things like it has advantage and disadvantage and then okay, now this is your own choice whether you want to go with one or the other. Once you are writing this in article, maybe you can do that also, but otherwise you have to make a choice that which side you are going to, if you are going with. So you must be very clear about your own opinion. First choose a side, and then after that write your document with the help of your own opinion, what you think is correct. Okay, that's all for today. Allah Hafiz, take care.